PIO, or Public Information Officer, is our link to the community, our link to the media, our ability to get the word out on crime problems, important issues. The PIO represents us with the news media as well as community organizations, so they're extremely valuable to us getting our job done.
When serious things are happening and constantly coming out of the office, if you don't keep the public informed, they're going to guess. And in most cases, they're going to guess the worst case scenario. So the best thing about public information officers is that consistent flow of accurate information that's coming from your office that provides a sense of calm within your communities.
It's a vital role that is needed both for officers on the street and for the residents within the community to stay connected to what's going on within their city.
Very intense. People don't realize that you're 24/7 as far as call out and responding to things. But they also, what people don't tend to realize is a major event, a major catastrophic event can happen without any notice at any time. You need to have your game together. You need to know how to prepare for it, expect it, and then expand upon those responsibilities. So as a CEO of an agency currently, as Sheriff of Alachua County, I know the value of PIO. It's a way to market your agency. It's a way to have good communication internally within your agency. It also is a way for you, a mechanism for you as a chief or a sheriff to speak to your community and build that rapport, build that continuity, and build that support.
We all know that in today's day and age with social media and breaking news, information travels at the speed of a text or a tweet or the few seconds that it takes to upload a video to YouTube or to Facebook. The role is just absolutely critical. It's absolutely imperative that a public safety agency have a professional public information officer managing this media. The association provides the training and connections that a public information officer needs.
Well, networking is probably one of the best things that I've got out of coming to a FLPIOA conference. You hear case studies of a major event, and a public information officer will go, here's what happened when the national media came in, here's how we dealt with the local media. And hearing that over the years, for me it's been about 8 years I've been coming to FLPIOA conferences, and it does help you out when you do have a crisis that happens to come in your own backyard. How do you deal with a crisis like that? Well, after hearing case studies, you learn from their experiences, and it really is invaluable. You don't realize it at the time, but you tend to pull in from those case studies. Like, well, I remember the Jacksonville PIO at FLPIOA had this to say about how to deal with the national media, or I remember Bay County, you know, they said do it this way as far as putting out a press release to Associated Press and Good Morning America. So for me, it's been a wonderful experience, and you know, I recommend it to all the new public information officers that if you're going to join an organization, join FLPIOA because it really counts.
To be able to get with a group of people who are all like-minded in the PIO world and talk to them and say, hey, these are the problems that I see, and they say, I have the same problems, that helps you to understand that you're going in the right direction, or maybe if you're going the wrong direction, how to go to the right direction.
The PIOs, through their experience and training, are able to walk that delicate tightrope of making sure that the media and our public has the information they need about an incident, and also protecting that investigation so that key elements of that investigation are not shared with people that aren't supposed to have it.
The great thing about this organization is that it offers training opportunities that are specific to what we do every day, from the smallest incidents to the large-scale critical incidents.
It's the best training around for a PIO, because it's not a matter of what or when, it's going to happen, and it may be on a different scale, but the training that you get through FLPIOA is invaluable. There's not a training course that I've attended in the 5 years that I've been a PIO that has taught me what I learned in our 4 or 5 day conferences.
You go to a conference for a week and you expect to have some lulls in the conference. I can tell you that every single seminar that I went to during the conference, I was awake, paying attention, riveted what was going on. So I immediately went back home to Tallahassee and said, hey, listen, we got to keep doing this. We have to keep sending our backup PIOs, as well as I want to be involved.
It's not just always the headlines that's there, because that public information officer, even just distributing good news, could provide them the next headline.
And especially with technology today, it's been great. A great aspect is to learn what other agencies are using as far as technology and pushing out your agency's message and really going the extra mile with public relations and getting information out to the community.
Throughout this particular group, you can reach out to folks and get responses immediately through email, through texts, through phone calls. Get some help in handling a situation. Even if it's not an immediate situation, maybe at times you want to review some work that you've done and you want a second set of eyes to take a look at it. Through this group, you can get that kind of resource and that kind of networking on your behalf.
I guess the biggest thing to remember is that if you're a member of Flippioa, you're not alone. You have other PIOs who've been there and done what you're doing. They have experiences that you probably can't even imagine. And we all have those certain things that come up that you don't expect. They're unique. There's always a new twist, but there's a good chance that within Flippioa, there's someone else who's been there and done that and can help you. And that's the biggest thing, is that you're not alone. We are a network and we're a valuable resource.
And without a doubt, I recommend Flippioa every chance I get, not only to my chief, but to other chiefs.
They've got to know their job, and the only way they can learn that is by spending time with the investigators and deputies and getting a sense for what the public wants to know and what we can tell them without compromising an investigation.
Dealing with the media every day, they have that one-on-one personal relationship with reporters and radio station disc jockeys and print or television media. So they have that ability and trust built that the media families know that they're getting good, accurate information. And the truth is, it is important for them to get that breaking headline. Let's face it, they're in the business of headlines, but truly your public information officer keeps that everyday sense of calm in our communities.